Hey everybody, in this video I'll be really straightforward and I just want to share with you a massive money mindset breakthrough that I had a few weeks ago. And that breakthrough came to me when I was into a mushroom and a breathwork experience. By mushroom I mean psilocybin mushroom. So if you don't know me, my name is Iggy and I am a breathwork facilitator, and I also own a business academy called Sovereign and Successful Business Academy, which is designed for wellness coaches. So I'm passionate about business, and I'm also passionate about spirituality, personal development, and more specifically, breath work as one of the modalities I use for my personal development. So during one of my journeys where I was in psilocybin and I was experiencing breath work at the same time, I got into a state where I could talk to my highest self. I could access that infinite intelligence that we all have. And I asked, what was blocking me from receiving more abundance in my life, from receiving more money in my life? Because I just felt that I wasn't up to my fullest potential. And the moment that I accessed that intelligence and I asked the question, what's stopping me and how can I get there? One of the biggest breakthroughs came to me. And one thing that I want to say is that the hardest beliefs to overcome, and I'm talking about limiting beliefs, are the ones that we don't even think are beliefs, because they're just the lens that we see through the world. It's almost like a fish in a tank. The fish isn't aware of the water, it simply is its environment. And once you can have a breakthrough of the lens that you perceive to the world, you know something big is about to change. And the biggest breakthrough I had, what was blocking me from receiving more money, and I would encourage you to reflect upon this, is that I'm a man of principles. You know, I have really strong principles and I live by them. And even though this can be a positive thing, it can also have a negative effect in my life depending on what I'm trying to achieve. And one of the biggest principles that I have is freedom. Freedom is everything for me. I believe that is the most important thing as a sovereign human being, is to have freedom. And since I live so strong by my principles, I had some of the beliefs that when I get a new client, I also own a marketing agency where I build funnels and I run Facebook advertising for coaches. And I love what I do and I love all of my clients. But deep inside of me had the belief that every time I get a new client, I am losing my freedom a little bit, because now I have someone who I own them something. So let's say you pay me a fee, I own you that service. And even though I love to do what I do and I love working with my clients, as my biggest principle is freedom, I didn't want to own anything to anyone. And by just having this belief, I was, on my subconsciously, I was declining amazing clients because I felt like that I was already working too much, which I don't believe you can ever work too much when you love what you do. But in reality, I was afraid of losing the freedom that I have. And that was blocking me from receiving more money. And I really want to encourage you to reflect, what are your main principles? And how could your principles be blocking you from receiving what you want? So once I had that insight, I was like, I want to dig a little bit deeper. And then I start questioning. And I said, well, but of course I will own something. If someone pays me for something, then I need to deliver. And then I realized that was just my projection on how other people will perceive me, because that's how I feel when I pay for a service. But then I got to realize there's so many people who pay me just to have me around, just to have a support. And my mentality was so transactional that I believed that every client that I would get, they would have this transactional mentality. And I was like, sometimes we're paying someone just because we want to have that person as a support on our field, and there isn't really a demand. It can be, but it may not be. And then I just realized how I was projecting my worldviews on my clients' worldviews and thinking what they expect of me. And at the end, really, it comes down to getting results to my clients, which is something that I already do and I love doing. And I don't get tired of it, you know, it's really satisfying. And once I had the breakthrough, I was like, wow, there's so many little things that can be on our way that we don't even realize. And our subconscious mind is just trying to give that, which is what we want. In my case, it was freedom. But then I realized the more people I help, the more freedom I create in my life, and the more satisfied I feel. So that was the biggest lesson I have for today. I had to look now into my principles, and my principles are simply the way I see the world. They are the lens I see the world. And once I was able to shift that perspective and stop projecting how I see the world into how other people also see the world, I was able to clear this limiting belief and really open more space for more clients to come. And the change didn't happen right away, but within a couple of weeks of that, I could feel more people reaching out to me, wanting working with me, and I wasn't declining those offers. And I feel happy to help more people. And as simple as that, that's how we can do the work. So for you, if you are a wellness coach and you're looking to build and grow your online coaching business, I have a business academy called SSBA, Sovereign Successful Business Academy, and I will help you in every step of the way and personally take you to your first $5,000 per month, going up to $20,000 per month as some of my clients. And if you would like to do a private one-on-one breathwork session, you can also reach out to me. My Instagram is breathworkheals, and I'll put it below. And we stay in touch. Much love. Bye.